have a message, you will always find a way to get it out there. And for anyone with access to an audience, especially with a stage, a microphone in hand, the temptation is stronger. For years, Zimbabwean musician Thomas Mapfumo used his songs to criticize the government until he had to leave the country for fear of being targeted. A change in government last year prompted his return after 14 years, and music is still his tool for political activism. Take a listen.
Zimbabwean musician Thomas Mapfumo performs before thousands of excited fans for the first time in many years. Making music Zimbabweans can relate to is what the 72-year-old knows best. Ironically, it was the reason he had to flee the country 14 years ago, when his political messages through songs pit him against the government. Popularly known as the Lion of Zimbabwe, his lyric demanded freedom, first from the colonial government and then from former President Robert Mugabe's rule.
I was anti-ZANU-PF with its laws. And the government was against me. They saw me as an enemy of the state. And well, I didn't fear for my life. All I wanted was my children to be safe, my family, and also to carry on with my music.
Fearing for the safety of his family, the musician and activist moved to the United States. He initially made occasional visits back home, but never returned after 2004. He only came after a de facto coup that ended Mugabe's 37-year rule last year.
I came back because I thought there was a little change in this country when, anyway, these are the same people who took over from the former President Robert Mugabe. These are his same people. They used to work with Robert Mugabe.
He believes Zimbabweans still need to watch out.
We would like to see our people, there's a little change of course, but our people would like to see the real change. The real change is not there. Our people are still living in squalor.
Thomas Mapfumo remains true to his activism in performance, calling on youths to demand a brighter future despite a new government that promises change. For him, music goes beyond entertainment. Rather, it is a platform to pass his message across, no matter what the price is.
Well, they are producers, directors, editors, and actors, but what they share in common is their continent of birth, Africa. Once a month, they meet to share their experiences in Hollywood and work together to raise their profile in the competitive movie industry. Viewers Azuma Compaore went to Hollywood and filed this report.
Stuck in one genre because from there...
These artists living in California come together each month through an association called African Artists Association, a forum where talents of the African diaspora, new or established, can learn from each other.
The whole idea is to find a space that we can disseminate information, educate people on the industry, help them navigate the business better.
Francis Onolum and other African filmmakers have been meeting regularly for 9 years. They often invite special guests, celebrities like Kasim Bashir, recently acclaimed at the Sundance Film Festival for his film A Boy, a Girl, a Dream. Bashir shares his enthusiasm for film with members of the group.
There's 1,000 beautiful things and 1,000 normal things that are to be explored, and 1,000 fascinating things like sci-fi and fantasy.
But while everyone has ideas on how to succeed in Hollywood, Onolum is aware of the challenges.
You're too African, you don't sound American, and this role's not for you. So what happens then is individuals end up just doing the African roles. But keep in mind, even the African roles are being you know, there's competition with African Americans and people of the diaspora, like Jamaican, Haitians. Everyone goes for the same roles.
It's hard. I mean, I have to be seriously honest with you. It's about persistency, consistency, and being reliable.
Hollywood is one way, but at least in African Artists Association, we're really big on being creative and finding our own content and making our own content.
In the exchanges, a recurring theme is the connection between Hollywood and Nollywood, the colloquial term for the Nigerian film industry.
Hollywood wants to connect with the old Nollywood in terms of the story, but with new Nigerian cinema in terms of the quality. That is where we're going.
Black Panther being the #1 movie in the world right now, I feel like these are very exciting times for a different perspective of that immigrant experience.
More than a month since its release, the movie Black Panther continues to break records. The film about an African superhero has inspired and opened up new possibilities for those in the African diaspora, from those who have made it to those still trying to make their mark in Hollywood. Arzuma Compaore, VOA News, Hollywood.
Well, and that's our show for today. You can also visit us online at voaafrica.com. I'm Vincent McCoy in Washington. Joke Rogers has a last word from Lagos.
We also look forward to bringing you another show next week. Remember, channeltv.com is your source for news, sports, and programming. I'm Joke Rogers. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.